Good evening, my friends. This is VJ Franz K. I'm about to introduce to you something that I thought that I would never see. But here they are together, two of my favorite things. Reason 6.5 and KORG. That's right, a brand new rack extension by KORG brings the legendary Polysix synthesizer into the Reason environment, ready for you to patch, connect with all your other Reason devices. It's got all the functionality of a real Polysix. This is the emulated sound of one of KORG's most classic and still sought after instruments. Recreated in all of its analog modeling glory. Check it out. Excellent. Ready to produce fat bass lines or interesting leads. And true to the name Polysix, you can make it polyphonic as well. It was one of the first analog keyboards to be able to do that. So, with 6 voices, you know. In this case, I'm using the unison mode. You carefully adjust the amount of unison that you want to get a good sound. Fully adjustable virtual analog instrument. Very, very nice. Very nice. And of course, within the Reason environment, you can fully automate all of these parameters. So now that we have KORG within Reason, you know the thing that I would like to see next. I would like to see a Reason version of Electro, perhaps even compatible with Electro, to act as my drum machine, because as you know, I like KORG drum machines like the Electro series, and a virtual chaos pad would also be a wonderful plugin that you could use as a multi-effects device, as they are. I still like being able to edit in XOX mode here. Flip through a bunch of the different patches. See, now we have the Polysix doing percussive noises. You can do analog drums with it as well as analog synths. 2 great sounds that sound great together. KORG and Reason finally together at last. It's going to be a great time. Alright, we've done monophonic with unison. Now let's do something polyphonic, because the Polysix was, in 1981, one of the first synthesizers that could do analog more than one voice at a time. So let's play that now. I think you'll like this one. Got a little bit of that chiptune and glitch, sort of. So anyway, what we have is polyphonic mode. If we switch back into unison, it will produce unpredictable results, which are cool in their own. I've added some beat repeat plugins. In order to add some interesting glitch accents. Try this with a few different patches. Now there's another very chiptune sounding one right there. Very versatile instrument, very fun to just mess around and change different things. Now, one of the magical things about emulating a hardware instrument in software is that the software can hypothetically transcend the original boundaries of the instrument. Of course, it's called the Polysix because it has 6 voices, but look at this. We can turn up the amount of voices. We can make them You notice I've now made myself a Poly 9 instead of a Poly 6 by adding more voices. I imagine we're limited only by our processor power in this case, because you notice this is a 2-digit number. So we can get very complicated, and we're right now using it in the unison mode, which is a single note that is played on multiple voices, slightly detuned. That's a little bit wider there. Are solidly on the same note, but slightly off makes it a little bit wider there. But you can also use it in polyphonic mode. I turned it up to 11. That's right. I'm also going to show you. Arpeggiator, a famous addition included on the original machine. Now, in Reason, of course, we have arpeggiators that we can run separately, but it is nice for the sense of completeness of this machine that it includes it as part of it, just so you can get that sort of authentic sound. A lot of interesting results here. It can be tempo synced, or you can make it non-tempo synced if you want. The only thing that's missing is a swing sync button on the tempo, but they could add that in a future version or update. I hope they do. But if you really need to swing your arpeggiator, you can use the RPG-8, which does include swing. Amazing possibilities here. Sounds rich and great. This is VJ Franz K. demonstrating demonstrating the KORG Polysix rack extension for Reason 6.5. A brand new instrument, reborn for the age of software synthesis that still retains the amazing sonic flexibility and richness of the original analog version. Subscribe and check back, because we'll be investigating a lot more new rack extensions as they appear. This is VJ Franz K signing out.